Okay, I am live, though I'm not acting like I'm live. I gotta choose what I'm gonna do. I've been spinning here on the trainer, but not on Zwift, updating the numbers. Picked up another donation going into this final hour of the ride. Now I gotta decide what to do. And I'm not sure where I'm gonna go this time. Do I wanna just mix it up and go somewhere I haven't been yet today? Do I just want to go flat again and just spin along easily? I'm not sure what I want to do. What I want to do is get off the bike, but I don't think that's a good idea. So let's see. What am I going to do? Probably it would be smart for me to head over to Watopia and go to one of those easier courses, the flat ones, but not try to hang out with one of the bots. So let's see here. I'm going to go over to Watopia, forget the Pace Partners. Hey, I wonder if Tim is still out there. Is he on the list? Carissa Min. Carissa is one of the original Zwifters. But I don't see Tim Granger anywhere. So maybe he figured I wasn't coming back and jumped off. Let's see, what have we got? Who's out there? Oh, I don't want to head up with any runners. Don't want to run over any runners. Okay, so I guess what I'm going to have to do is just go out there to one of the flat routes. So let's choose this and see what we got. No, none of these mountain ones. Let's see, what is a very low? Oh, Tempest Future. That is the place. There's only 25 meters of climbing there. The funny thing is, I'm finding that I don't know if I want to just go flat because I don't get any downhill. I just have to pedal the entire time. But let's do it. Let's go. Hold it. What about TikTok? Very similar course, but a little bit of a switch up. So I'm going to do the TikTok. So let's come here and jump over to TikTok and get rolling again. Okay. So thank you, Suzanne. Thank you, Eric. You all have been supporting me throughout the day, and I am eternally grateful. We did pick up a $10 gift, so we're now at $3,835. So that came in during my nature break. And we are off. The final hour, which frankly is not going to be an hour, but it's during the final allotted hour of the 12 hours. So 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. is what I've done. And I think, my guess is anyone who has been watching throughout the day would agree that I might not have turned the pedals for 12 hours. But I definitely lived up to the spirit of the challenge to ride for 12 hours with what I would only think would be very reasonable brakes off the bike. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The main thing is, together we raised $3,835 in the first 11 hours, and I have not given up on that possibility that there's this one person who is just waiting till the final moments to give that gift that's going to put us over the $4,000. Oh, there he is. There's the gum on my shoe. Tim's probably happy that I am staying right here. So, Tim, don't expect me to go much faster than I'm going right now. This is it. Just going to spin along, close out the day, express thanks to everybody, try to get some massaging into my quads, and wrap this thing up. I think earlier I had probably my watch is telling me, it's actually my second watch right now because there's no way that an Apple Watch will go for 12 hours doing data collection like this. But my watch, I think, which caught up and has combined everything together, says that I have been pedaling or participating in this event for 6 hours and 20 minutes, and that I have burned 5,938 calories. So I think I have earned the chicken pot pie that my wife has waiting for me. So how would you compare 12 hours on the trainer versus riding the road for 12 hours? I have done both of those. The pain is the same. This is exactly how I feel having ridden on the road for 12 hours. The very big difference is the tension of riding on the road, to be honest. When I did the ride from Greenville to Charleston, that was, I think, I was on the road for about 14 hours, and I was coming into Charleston, and it was dark. It was starting to get dark. I mean, I left, I think, at 5 o'clock in the morning, and by the time I got there, it was starting to turn dark. And, oh my word, and I had all kinds of lights. I had Annette as a follow car, but I felt like I was going to die. Not die because I was losing energy. I thought I was going to die because people were just, fighting with all the traffic. And not just there, just out on the road. When I was doing the ride from Memphis to Raleigh, I had lots of interesting situations. I didn't ride 12 hours on those days. I was probably doing about 8 hours a day on that ride. And I can remember one time I was on the road. I was right on the white line. And I was looking ahead, and this guy passed another car and came into my lane and passed me, like within the 3 feet. He passed me going against me. And whoa, that wears you out. So my only experience of doing this long of a ride on the road involves traffic. I don't think I've done this kind of ride where there wasn't traffic involved. That's the biggest difference. The emotional drain of riding with cars is the biggest difference. As far as how do my legs feel, how does my butt feel? If anything, my butt feels worse on the trainer. Maybe my feet feel worse when I'm on the road, but my legs and everything else are pretty much the same. So I don't know if that answered your question, but that's how I would lay it out for you. Yes, Suzanne. Is it, what is it, Marie Callender? That's the one that we always like. I don't know if Annette made a homemade one this time. No, she didn't. Because I did see the Marie Callender chicken pot pies in the freezer earlier. So that's what we're having. And I like them. I've always enjoyed those things. I think, Suzanne, that is what Mom used to make for us too. When she didn't make it homemade, which is the most excellent kind. So I'm just hanging in here. Thank you so much, Eric, for the question, because that's definitely keeping my mind off of the fact that I've only gone 3.7 kilometers. I'm getting very tired of Gatorade. But you have to be careful. You drink a lot of water, you can actually flush out all the electrolytes. And trainer sessions are notorious for sweating. I do a lot of sweating down here in the locateds layer. What's my total distance and elevation today? I have no idea. I can figure it out by going to Strava. Someone did ask my total distance earlier, and I think at that point it might have been 140 miles. So I was thinking I might end up with 160 miles, something like that. Elevation, I think just the Prudential Ride London course put me over 2,000 meters. So I'm not sure. Let's see. Hey Siri, what is 2,400 meters in feet?
It's 7,874.02 feet.
Okay, so that was over 7,000 feet of elevation just on that one segment that I did. And I know I've done more than that on some of the other rides. So, I don't know, maybe 8,000 feet total climbing. Distance, I'm figuring, I want to guess, around 165. But now you got me curious. I want to know. Let's see. Let's go over to Strava and figure that all out again. I did it earlier on Strava. Okay, so 16 miles Oh, I gotta look at just mine. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do math. Ugh. 16 miles plus, oh, stop it. 16 miles plus 17 miles. So 6 and 7 would be 13. So 33 miles there. 33 miles plus 22 miles would be 55 miles, plus 108 miles would be 55 and 8, that would be 163 miles. 163 miles plus 16 would be 179 miles. Okay, so basically around 100, and let's round it up. 180 miles for today. And how do I pronounce that? Adbalun says I've climbed 10,200 feet today. Or is that the answer that Siri was supposed to give me? Anyway, when you do that climb up Box Hill that many times, you don't care what your elevation is. Okay, so you did the Furman side of Paris Mountain there, Michael, and that's a 2.1 mile climb. So it's right around having, I think I did that climb 8 times. And I would say it's comparable. Whoa, is that Beth McCaskill? Whoa. Yeah, that is Beth. Hold on. We're getting the big green. Gotta catch up to Beth. Beth, what are you doing? Come back. Don't leave me. Girl, you're putting down the power. Ugh, trying to kill me. Okay, so let's get here and drop her right onto Beth. Ooh. I did not need that. Thank you very much. But she's not using off either. It's going to put me in the hurt locker. Okay. Boom, there's your ride on, Beth.
Are you calling for me?
No, I was cursing at Beth McCaskill.
Okay.
Because she was leaving me in the dust.
She out there with you?
She's right there in front of me.
Oh, she's pretty good.
She's doing very well. So there we go. Oh, I don't remember what I was talking about. Okay, we were talking about the climbing. So, oh, thank you. It's 10,182 feet climb today. So, wow. Thank you. That's a lot of climbing. And for you, Michael, I was talking about the fact that basically Box Hill is, I think, comparable to Furman side of Paris Mountain. So imagine climbing that multiple towns. Well, thank you for telling her to slow down, because she's killing me. I'm going to have to get Granger up there to enforce the ride rules. No killing me in my final hour. for the Ride for Larry. Oh, look at that. I am so stupid. I'm spinning at 56 RPM. That's funny. Yeah, I'm telling you, that gravel ride is not going to be easy. Oh my word, there she goes again. Okay, Beth. I'm going to have to let you go. Any other day, I'd chase you down. But not right now. I'm at the end. But it is cool to see you putting out that wattage and those watts per kilogram. I remember when you first started getting on the bike. I mean, not the bike as in when you were a kid, but actually getting on the road and doing some road riding. You have come a long way. So I really don't mind if you want to take off. It's good to see. But I'm telling you, I'm doing right now about, what is it? 1.7, 1.8 watts per kilogram. 2. I'm not going to go much faster than this for the rest of the hour. There she is. Thank you for waiting. Now let me tuck in and use your draft. Get some use out of you, girl. Oh. Ooh, look at all those ride-ons in the back of her jersey. Popular she is. Thank you, Lauren. I do think it's going to be a while before I do another one of these. I don't know what my next Ride for Mike ride will be, but I do not think it's going to be a 12-hour ride on Zwift. And I really think where I should be turning my attention, oh no, no, I'm going to have to climb. I know, well, at least I get to go downhill on the other side. And this is not a horrendous climb. It's kind of gradual. But I think where I need to put my focus is kind of use some of the momentum that is coming out of the Ride for Larry and not letting it end. So rather than me going out and trying to do all the rides, trying to get other people doing rides, and then helping to tell their stories. And that could be done through Zwift. So scheduled group rides on Zwift, where I do it for rides, where we talk about what I do it for is, encourage people to get involved. They can do rides on Zwift, just like I'm doing right now, or they can do another event that's in real life. But really the whole reason why I started the foundation was so that I could duplicate myself because the day will come when I'm not going to be able to keep doing rides for Mike, and I need to keep his memory and legacy alive by getting other people involved in the rides. And I really think something I talked about in one of the hours, where we get away from events-based rides into more over time-based rides. So, for instance, before I ever did this event, I had raised $2,000. And I did that by doing the rides in preparation for this one. So I would just talk about my training rides that I was doing for this particular event. And then, more importantly, I talked about Larry. Because frankly, people are not giving money for me to pedal my bike. They're giving money to help Larry. Me pedaling my bike just helps tell the story. So what I need to do is get that app done so that people are able to do their ride for whoever by simply setting goals for themselves to get out there on the bike and to accomplish particular mileage over time. So rather than me saying, I'm going to ride 180 miles for Larry on January 16th, to say I've set a goal that in the month of January, I'm going to ride 1,000 miles. Well, you don't have to do all of that in one day. You can do a little bit each day. And the story and the ride and the event becomes a multiple day opportunity for you to tell the story of the person who is your inspiration. And that, again, you will raise the money. Now, if you want to have an event where, just like today, I'm doing an event, we can do that too. But I think people get a little bit, what epic thing have I got to come up with in order to have a ride for someone? Rather than trying to find something epic, just find something consistent where you're doing something every day that is out of your comfort zone, that does stretch you, because it should, because you're doing it for someone who is out of their comfort zone and who is also being stretched. So you want to join in with them. And that's the key component that makes I Do It For different from a lot of organizations that are trying to help people in need. So, Lauren, I think was a very long response to your comment, but I am thankful for your comment. Helped me to take my mind off of the pain. I'm also thankful that Beth has found the perfect pace to help me here. So thank you, Beth, giving me some drafting help. Why, thank you, Michael. It's not every day I'm brilliant. My red, sweating, bald head is brilliant right now. Adballoon, how do you say that? Is that Jeff? Who is that? Comment from my sister. Congratulations. Thanks for letting us tag along today and for explaining as you went. I learned a lot today. Go enjoy your root beer and pot pie. You've earned it. Praying for Larry with you. Michael Moore, major props to you for this monster ride. Ah, Beth's roommate. Ha ha ha. My question is Mike around? Because I need to let him know that I ate oatmeal this morning. So I tell him every time I eat oatmeal, and this is true, every time I eat oatmeal, I think about him. And sometimes they're actually good thoughts. So just let him know that I ate oatmeal before my big ride today. What time is it? Ooh, 15 minutes. Oh, let me check. Who knows? Maybe that magical gift has come in. Oh no. Still at 38:35. But honest, I am over the moon at 38:35. That is just so much more than I was expecting. So if there's not another penny, I am excited. Oh man, gotta stand up because I am sore. 15 minutes. 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We are going to do this thing. Man, Beth, you're riding strong. Another funny thing is I bought a whole bag of chocolate bars because I figured, ooh, I think I'm going to want to eat those during this ride. Even if she does have less miles than I have, I'm looking at her watts per kilogram and she's doing great. That's good. Crown's in heaven for this. It is a struggle because there is a part of me that wants recognition for what I'm doing. And there ain't no crowns in heaven for trying to bring attention to yourself. So it's my prayer and my keep reminding myself that this is not about me. It is about Larry. And there were some points during the day where that just really came home to me. And that was the most meaningful moments that I had. If it's about me, there's frankly not much even on this earth to be gained. Much less in the life after this one. But, Lauren, your sentiments are appreciated and very encouraging, so thank you. And also, thank you for jumping in here throughout the day. I really appreciate it. You were an encouragement to me. Obviously, I have to say, especially thank you. Ooh, 190. Oh, man, you should not have told me it was 195 because I'm going to have to make it 200. Okay, Beth's roommate. You need to keep me up to date. Let me know when I hit 200. Because we're going to do 200. Even if I go past 7. But 5 miles? I don't think... Well, yeah. Beth's roommate, you have a job. You need to let me know when I hit 200. Because I don't think I'm going to hit 200 before 7 o'clock. So I might have to go past 7. .1 miles to go in 9 miles. I don't know, at this pace, it's going to be close. I still think I'll go slightly past 7. But that's okay. Let's go for 200, even if it's past 7. One of the mind tricks when I play on myself is, you can do anything for 1 minute. So I say to myself, oh, I can do anything for 15 more minutes. Then I say, oh, I can do anything for 10 more minutes. So 3.5 miles, I can do that. If your math is 1 mile off, I will forgive you. Because frankly, 199 miles is pretty much as good as 200. Just doesn't have any zeros in it. Plus, because this is on Strava in multiple files, the only people who will know that it was 200 are the people watching this video right now. So, if we all agree that it's 200, then it's 200. And we'll let it go at that. That's what I have decided. It will be so. Yes, Larry Jr., I am going to fill this tomorrow. But that's okay. I also get to eat whatever I want to eat. because I burned nearly 6,000 calories. So that is good. All right, 2.59 miles to go and 6 minutes. Oh. Which will come first? That is the only question we have right now. Are you here to watch me suffer?
We're here to celebrate. Hot root beer?
Yay! I should spray it all over myself.
Ha ha. I'm not cleaning that up.
Thank you, Ben. Well, I don't do 120 miles a week. My goal for the week is 80 miles. Now, I do more than 80 most times, but that's my goal, to do 80 miles a week. So 120 miles over the course of an entire week sounds pretty good to me. 5 minutes. But not just 5 minutes. We are going up with 2 more miles. So which will be first? Because we're going to try to do both.
Are you with Beth?
Yes, Beth is pacing me.
All right. Are you drafting off?
I am drafting off Beth, though I just went past her. She'll probably come back around. Okay, for the very first time, I am really starting to get a empty feeling in my stomach. So that is a good thing, because I'm almost done, and I get to put something in that empty spot. 199.01. We are getting there. There are 4 minutes left. We're going to do this 200 miles within the 7 o'clock window. Yes. That makes me happy. Thank you, Beth, for the very good pacing that you're giving me right now. If you can't hear me, I will tell your roommate to tell you. At 21, you're over 200, but it can't hurt to tack on another 50, just to be sure. So, well, I do have 3 more minutes. So, let's see what I can do in 3 more minutes. See if that's where I am. Well, I'm actually glad that this conversation came up, because this is exactly the motivation I needed and the goal I needed in the last few moments to close this thing out. So let's keep it going. I can't even respond to your message, because I am running out here. Let's see, I gotta check. Did anything come in? Oh, yes! Yes! Ha! Here's the biggest news of the day. is that we just hit $4,000. So, not only did we get 200 miles in the allotted time, we also hit 4,000. So, I can't stop without coming in here and updating our donations amount to 4,000. So let's come right here, 4,000. Oh, I will sleep like a baby tonight.
I'll let
because
you text Larry that.
that is awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it so much.
Steve said, "You got this. Keep it pumping."
Thanks,
You
Steve.
said that 3 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago.
Okay. We've hit 200. We're at 659. We're at 4,000. I think my work here is done. So, thank you all so much for participating with me today. Thank you so much for taking us to 4,000. That was all you, and I appreciate it so much. So, if I get emotional, it's just because I'm tired. But thank you. I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video and talk a little bit about my experience of the day. But most of all, I got to say thank you all for joining me. So, I am getting ready to say goodbye. Thank you all. And thank you, family, for your support. I'm going to now go and spray root beer all over.